Our next contest is between boxers from Armenia and Japan as we remain in the 80-kilogram division. There is 22-year-old Rafayel Hovhannisyan from the Armenian capital, Yerevan.
Representing
Opponent is 24-year-old Wakaya from Saitama. We take a look at the 5 scoring judges around the boxing ring. They hail from the United States of America, Australia, Canada, Bulgaria and the Philippines. The 10-point must system in effect. Mr. Manuel Villarino of Argentina is the referee. Take a look at the previous results of Wakaya. 3-2 split over Camille Emmanuel Lejeune in his previous contest. Hovhannisyan opening with a 3-2 split against Diego Pereira before prevailing over the man from Lithuania with a unanimous point decision verdict in the round of 32. So we're underway then. It's a contest between boxers from Armenia and Japan. The taller figure operating out of the orthodox stance is 22-year-old Rafayel Hovhannisyan. Competed in the first Global Olympic qualification event in Bustawa a few months ago. Lost in the 3rd preliminary round against Ireland's Kaelin Cassidy. Here he gets through with a good right hand against the more compact southpaw wearing blue. Another right hand success for Hovhannisyan. Southpaw wearing blue is Wakaya of Japan, 24 years of age. Comes to the ring as the reigning Japanese national champion. Takes a terrific right hand, which was tripped out twice in quick succession by Hovhannisyan. And is Wakaya. Lost in the first preliminary round in Bustawa earlier this year. And this is his 2nd attempt to qualify for Paris 2024.
Hovhannisyan's just sitting back, trying to counterpunch his man in blue. Just flicking the jab out and waiting to throw his right hand. Just misses the target there.
A minute gone in this opening round. Wakaya just shaping and feinting on the edge of range. Hovhannisyan trying to utilize the right hand against the southpaw stance. And his attack from too far away. And he was looking for that same attack once again. He pushed it out 3 times in quick succession, and the final one he did find a home for it as Wakaya scores with the right jab.
Wakaya's just starting to warm up now and find his range, shooting his jab out, going to the body, beautiful.
Puffing right hand landed by Wakaya to end his combination. Didn't really put much leverage on it, but it was a slapping shot which grazed the beard of Hovhannisyan. There's a counter right hand from Hovhannisyan, straight shot right down the pipe. Wakaya trying to get to work in between the active low hands of Hovhannisyan, and he's finding a home for his pecking, poking right jab.
He really is. Hovhannisyan's just struggling to find his range. He just catches him there with the jab. I think he just needs to throw a bit more. He needs to. That's better. Once he gets his front foot into range, he starts to land his shots.
Both boxers operating behind low-held guards. Right jab to the body is a scoring shot from Wakaya. That's the belt from ring B. Left cross landed by Wakaya, and he's reaching, catching his man on the end of these punches. There's no potency or power on them, but they are point-scoring shots, and he did find his range with increasing regularity the more we went through that opening round. Wakaya taking the first round on a 4-1 split. And even though we're up at 80 kilograms, demonstrating, his punch picking, just point placing punches. Not not really looking to get any power onto his shots, but that was the right hand that served Hovhannisyan well in the opening part of the round before Wakaya began to find his range with more consistency.
Wakaya's done really, really well just taking the power out of his shots and just placing the punches for point scoring. You saw him do just there with the right hand, left hand to the body, and then away without being countered. His man in red's going to have to pick up the pace now, really let his hands go. He can't afford to sit back and counter punch.
Into the second round then, both boxers darting out to the logo at centre ring to try and stake a claim to that fine piece of ring real estate. Hovhannisyan finding the range with his right cross and left jab. Allowing the two men to work it out on the inside. Hovhannisyan, to his credit, has increased the intensity. He's picked up the tempo here, resulting in these tangles. Neither man has shown the ability. Oh, counter right hand landed by Hovhannisyan, catching Wakaya as he was coming in. Legs may have tangled as well, but he visibly dipped at the knees. And again, look at that, he's still keen to cling on during that clinch. Perhaps his senses scrambled a little bit as he takes another right hand. He's trying to get that lead right jab working, Wakaya, but Hovhannisyan has increased the tempo to begin this second round, and he's keeping it going here, putting his man on the end of straight punches during that combination.
Really good work from Hovhannisyan there, pushing his man onto the back foot, not giving his man in blue the range to work.
Approaching the halfway stage of this second round, and Hovhannisyan again finding repeated success with that right hand. Wakaya coming back with a right-left combination, but Hovhannisyan making it first and third boxing. And he looking to demonstrate his prowess at fighting on the inside before the men fell into this clinch. Wakaya not looking to work on the inside at all. Instead, he's content to hold on and wait for the intervention of the referee. A nice movement around the target from Wakaya, but couldn't quite find the range to counter after making his man miss. So that's the territory in which Wakaya likes to work, just on the edge of range where he can flick out his point scoring straight punches. Hovhannisyan, despite being the taller boxer, a little more urgency, a little more industry, but again in the space of the ring, Wakaya there, just like with that right jab, able to shoot out punches, and his use of angles is such that when he's able to score with these point scoring punches, Hovhannisyan not in position to counter. When Hovhannisyan keeps the pace high and the punch output busy, it gets him into a really advantageous position in the contest.
Yeah, Hovhannisyan's done really well this round, just changing his tactics, having his guard a little bit higher so he's catching some of those counter punches from Wakaya.
Again, Wakaya not looking to work on the inside at all. Once it gets beyond the wheelhouse of his straight punches, well, he's looking to initiate a clinch and wait for the intervention of the ref. As I say that, he does have bent arm successes. Spins around the target counterclockwise once again. Hovhannisyan with a little love tap after the bell sounded. So remember, Go Wakaya took the first round on a 4-1 split, only judge number 5 preferring the work of Hovhannisyan. Hovhannisyan has battled back to take the second round, and that means it's all square, 19 points apiece, 2 scores of 20-18, one each way. It is all coming down to the final 3 minutes. Judges 1, 2, 3 have it all square. Judge 4 preferring the work of the man in blue. Judge 5 preferring the work of the man in red. That's where the knees of Wakaya were dipped as he was advancing, but ran onto a right hand.
Yeah, Hovhannisyan just really changed his tactics there. Just started coming forward, throwing more punches, forgot about just using the single shots. They weren't working. Started throwing his lefts and his rights, working to the body, and that's what got him the second round. Now it's all to play for in this third round.
Into the third and final round we go then. 2 experienced operators fighting to remain in contention for one of the 3 quota places up for grabs at 80 kilograms. Rafayel Hovhannisyan, a quarter-finalist at last year's World Championships in Tashkent in Uzbekistan. The year before that, he came away with continental gold prevailing at 86 kilograms at the European Championships in his homeland. So portions of untidiness once Hovhannisyan is able to get beyond the straight punches. That's a cracking right-left combination from Wakaya, and look at how he's determined to keep his front foot on the outside of Hovhannisyan's front foot. Hovhannisyan just checking that he hadn't sustained an injury after that coming together. Beautiful counter left hand from Wakaya. Again, when he's given space, Wakaya is able to move just in small incremental patterns around his opponent to change the angle, making a Hovhannisyan counter very difficult. But when Hovhannisyan is the aggressor and leads off the attack, well, he has more success. It's been that type of cat and mouse affair.
Yeah, it really has. Wakaya just having a talking to from the referee for holding.
On to right hands, a nice shot from Hovhannisyan. And for the same shot once more, Wakaya with a flicking right jab to the body, tried a left cross downstairs. Good flashing right hand landed by Hovhannisyan, with Wakaya sitting square on the ropes.
Hovhannisyan's doing a really good job at just keeping his man off guard and not stopping throwing. I think that's been the difference from the second round and into this one. He hasn't stopped throwing his punches.
So a minute remaining in the third and final round. Wakaya just back beyond the edge of range. Counter right jab from Wakaya. A nice shot catching Hovhannisyan as he was looking to launch a forward foray. And again, look at that sneaky right hand on the disengagement from Wakaya as he was moving counterclockwise. Drives in a straight left hand to the body. And again, his body position and his use of angles when he's able to score with those singles and 1-2s just from beyond the edge of range. He's looking for a counter left hand again. Hovhannisyan has got to increase his accuracy in the remaining portion of this final round.
Wakaya needs to keep his opponent at long range. That's where he boxes best. When he can, just as he did there with his backhand, where he can throw out his jab, throw his left hand out and then spin away and get back into centre ring.
Right-left combination landed by Wakaya. I think he's landed the better quality punches in this third and final round. Will Hovhannisyan be rewarded for his front foot aggression? It's an incredibly tight contest. Remember, it was all square, 19 points apiece for judges 1, 2 and 3. After Wakaya took the first round on a 4-1 split, judge number 5 preferred the work of Hovhannisyan in the first 3 minutes, but he battled back in the second, tried to maintain the same tactics in the third. Will his front foot pressure be rewarded? Will it be the accurate punch picking of Wakaya in the third and final round? It's incredibly close. It's likely to be split. Which way is it going to go? And again, I think Wakaya produced a better quality punching in the third and final round. But will the front foot pressure of Hovhannisyan be favored by the judges? Because sometimes it can be construed that the back foot boxer is trying to nick it and the front foot aggressor is the man trying to make the contest. Here's the verdict. Which way is it going to go? And it's Hovhannisyan. And again, the contrast in emotions that only this beautiful sport of boxing can provide. His front foot pressure rewarded to see him prevail on a 3-2 split, emerging victorious by the narrowest of margins at the expense of Wakaya of Japan. The two styles totally contrasting, opposite stances, front foot pressure from this man, back foot punch picking from the man in blue, and it is Hovhannisyan who has taken this contest by the narrowest of margins, taking the third round on a 3-2 split. That is how close it was. 3 scores of 28-29, 30-27 either way for judges 4 and 5, but it was that type of contest. Which work do you prefer? And in the final analysis, it's edging over the line to be declared the victor for Rafayel Hovhannisyan of Armenia. An incredibly competitive affair.
Great work from both fighters there. But Hovhannisyan just edged it with the cleaner, sharper shots as he stepped up his work rate in rounds 2 and 3.